Israel has a secret weapon which allows it to defeat all of its enemies, and nobody in the international media is talking about it. During the holiday of Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles, we were reminded of this. What is this secret weapon? Let's find out. Shalom, my friends. It's the Kiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. The holiday of Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles, is a wonderful, celebratory, joyous time where Jews all around the world, especially in Israel, millions of Jews in Israel are sitting in their Sukkot, having meals together, inviting friends, family members, community members over to sit in the Sukkah with them, and shaking the four species every single day. So what is this secret weapon that we are reminded about on Sukkot that allows the nation of Israel to defeat its enemies, both currently and throughout its history? That secret weapon is unity, is the coming together of all different kinds of Jews, all different kinds of Israelis, with all different kinds of backgrounds and religious connections and political opinions, and coming together to form one nation that is united, that is unified and strong as a result, that can and will and does defeat all of its enemies. We know from Jewish history, from the Hebrew Bible, that the worst thing the Jewish people could do to themselves, especially in the land of Israel, is to splinter into different factions. Not only different factions, but different factions that fight with one another. We have seen this lesson be taught over and over again in the stories of the Hebrew Bible, that when the Jewish people are fractured, they are weak, they are less strong, they are less able to stand up to their enemies. And we see this especially in the book of Judges. And we see this also today in modern day Israel. Right? And when we remember, and we do, and we have, especially this past year, that our secret weapon lies in our unity, in our coming together, in our overcoming our differences, looking past our differences and seeing what brings us together, a common history, a common heritage, a common faith, then we are able to stand up to anything and everything. And especially this past year, we saw this in the wake of October 7th. Right? The year leading up to October 7th was a year of political and religious divide like Israel has never seen before. And the attack on October 7th for many Israelis, for most Israelis, was a wake-up call telling us we need to be together in order to be strong. We need to be together in order to fight off our enemies. And this past year has seen unbelievable and incredible unity. People of different political beliefs and people of different religious backgrounds coming together and literally standing side by side, either in the idea of uniform and fighting together in the front lines against our enemies, or standing side by side in all of the various and different and numerous volunteer projects that immediately came into existence after October 7th in order to help both the soldiers who were going onto the front lines, hundreds of thousands of reservist soldiers who left their everything, all their lives, their families, their jobs, in order to serve and to protect, as well as the hundreds of thousands of families that were no longer able to live in their homes because of the danger of living either along the Gaza Strip or the Lebanese border. Right? And what do we see in the holiday of Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles, that reminds us of the strength of this unity? When we bring together the four species, we're holding them all together in our hand. And Jewish tradition teaches us that the four species represents different kinds of Jews, all different kinds of Jews, right? And when we bring them together, we're showing that despite that, we are different from one another. Despite that, we might have different ideas, opinions, and beliefs. It's when we come together, right? And we stand before God, and we stand tall, and we stand strong. That is our strength. That is our secret weapon, right? More than any advanced fighter jet, more than any advanced weapons system, right? Those things are amazing. Those things are great. Those things are absolutely helping us win this war against our enemies in big ways. But behind that, the spiritual strength, the spiritual force behind all of that is our unity. And as we bring together the four species every day of Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles, and we wave them before God, so too, we're standing before God unified, saying, I might be different than the person on my right or the person on my left or both. And that's okay because we are all of the same people. Our strength lies in our unity. And during wartime here in Israel, we see that tremendously, right? The way the soldiers, different units are made up of different Israelis of all different kinds of backgrounds, religious, political, socioeconomic, and they're coming together and they are brothers in arms, fighting together, never to forget those moments that they had together on the front lines, putting their lives at risk, and supporting each other, right? And being there for one another during those very, very intense and trying times. Right? And so too the society going through this whole experience together. We are unified by this experience. The Israeli people this past year have been unified in a very deep and strong and meaningful way, even by going through this experience together. Right? That started on October 7th and is now over a year into this war. Right? And so it is our unity that is our strength, and we're reminded of this on the holiday of Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles. And with that unity, we will continue to fight our enemy, and we will overcome our enemy. We will succeed. We will be victorious. All the best, my friends, and be well.